Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you, too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Atea, we need to go. I need to be.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. As cold as a bishop's arse. And twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two. I think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree. Good day, sir.
You'll be Haskell's Banishers, I take it.
Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Hugh Bachelor. The governor had me prepare the schoolhouse for your comfort. It has fallen out of use. Will that be all?
We're expected at the tavern. Where might we find it?
The King's Arm. You can't miss it, for the lamps are lit. The school is now a bunkhouse, and the meeting house cold and dark. But the tavern shines yet.
Well then, let us be thankful for small mercies. Where are the children?
Several died of fever. We could see disaster coming. We thought we'd have to bury them all. We sent the children to safety. We sent them away.
That can't have been easy. It can't be easy now.
No. No, it is not.
Farewell, Mr. Bachelor, and you may wish us luck.
Good luck, then, to the both of you.
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink. Finally.
Banisher, please come in. As it is cold, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
I'm the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I assumed...
Keep digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is Thick-Skinned Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us? Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility.
Look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
The esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her, and rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners, or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we are as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely, with their expertise, we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you in your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. we feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion, the pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse. In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all, body and soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home, and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now. And I can tell you that it worsens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death. And death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What did Charles know about it? What had he learned?
Tragically, I had not yet had the opportunity to discuss his investigation, and his passing now excludes the possibility. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task, and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes, our contract stands. For Charles.
All right. For Charles. Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must stand our ground.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here. But we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem, which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock. as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Heroic work all round.
Indeed it is, madam. Indeed it is. But we do it all the same. Because we must. Aye. Because we must.
Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
Damn it, Charles. Those accursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
I know. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people are idiots if they believe prayer will save them.
Antea, Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse? It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well-read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain, too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, He's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be all right?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
Many dead in more recent years. Why didn't you wait for us, old friend? I swear I'll make it up to you. Last like this. In each stain hides a story.
In the name of the Lord, I command you. Be gone from this place!
You do not command me, clergyman.
Who are you, ghost? Unveil yourself!
Well, since you ask so politely...
Who are you?
I am everything you've ever feared.
Be gone! You have no shell, no ties, no purpose.
No, but neither do you.
Damn it. That thing he faced. What was it? The tie that binds his ghost. With it, I can make him manifest. Back to his grave, then.
We did the right thing. Charles was our friend.
I love you, Red McCraith.
But
But when it comes to ghosts, your heart makes you reckless. It's dangerous.
were you really about to banish Charles?
Charles would have done the same for your ghost or mine.
I hope he'd have at least hesitated. Charles was a good man, full of love.
Banishing his ghost wouldn't have been easy, but it would have been right. Ghosts only bring misery, Red. Make no mistake, they steal life's essence from the living.
Aye. They don't always do it out of malice. Give them that.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't.
A ghost may suffer too. A sin puts a gentler end to it.
But not a safer one. Better to banish and be sure.
Would you banish me? If it came to it?
You'll not escape me so easy. You I would bring back from the dead.
That's not funny.
I'd fill you with fresh essence. I'd give you so much essence you'd return bloated with life.
Steal essence from the living to feed my ghost. You wouldn't, eh?
I would. Then I'd kill you again for dying before I do.
Sometimes you scare me.
I know.
Do you think Charles was right? This thing in the meeting house could be how did he call it? A nightmare?
I really hope not. Such entities are legendary ghosts, even for banishers. We'll see tomorrow. Now, to sleep. This was a dreadful day.
Poor Charles.
Poor Esther.
Aye, poor Esther. And Tia, she took her firebane. She says I'm the reckless one. Where are you? You're hardly in the meeting house, are you? Who's there? Antea? Why would you go up there alone? Open. Antea? Don't suppose you spectres have seen Antea, have you? You're the boss and all, but you could have included me.
See how they run, see how they run. 3 blind mice, see how they run, see how they...
Antea?
Blind. All blind. Red, can't you see? We never stood a chance.
Antea? You hurt? Where are you? I'm here, my love. What happened?
I'm here, my love. How mundane.
Show yourself!
God came to the man in a dream and said, "Behold, thou art dead." But the man had done nothing wrong and said,
Lord, wilt thou also slay the righteous?
What?
"Will you slay the righteous?"
Be not alarmed. I bring you aid.
There is no aid. There is only dereliction.
Where's Antea? What have you done with her? Hellsballs. Lady, if you hurt her...
You cling to love, a fool to the last. There is no love. There is only defilement.
No. Antea! Where's Antea? If you laid a finger on her...
You'll what? Come to her aid? There is no aid. There is only... retribution.
Give him back.
How touching. You come to claim your man. You think you love him. You do not. There, in the dark of your marrow, there is no love. Only betrayal. I offer you a trade. He stays and you leave with your life.
I'll bargain with no ghost.
You have a brain, yet you think with your idiot heart. You're weak. Will you come to her aid now, when all is lost? If you do, I'll be waiting.
The icy ocean made a diamond from his grief, then buried it in his heart. The weight of his failure dragged him down. Outside time, drowning in the gloom, he spoke her name. Take me instead, he screamed, soundless, to the cold and silent waters. Out beyond the black veil of death, something heard his cries and reached for him.
Let her go. Take me instead. Let her go!
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?
She who rescued you. Tended you for days on end. Weeks, maybe.
Weeks? Oh, God. What have I done?
Get your strength back before you beat yourself up.
She's dead.
Yes. That's why you're here. And why I was sent to look after you.
Who are you? I feel like we've met, but I'm sure we have not. I feel like I know you forever. But do I?
You're confused. It's normal. You've been near killed by a nightmare, you've lost your beloved, and now you've a witch by your sickbed.
Witch?
Witch. I go by Seeker. Find the Banisher, said my mistress. Tend him, and answer any questions he asks you before you leave him be. So, how do you feel?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters. Means you're alive, and you haven't given up.
What am I to do now? How do I do it alone?
You're not alone. Have faith. If Ceridian had told me more, I'd tell you it. But you must have faith.
This isn't what I want. Not like this. Not without her.
No one gets what they want. You get what comes. And if you survive, you get changed by it. You've a hole in you. A yawning, grimacing pit in your soul. That's love, that is. The hole won't fill because the love won't die.
God, what have I done?
Here's the thing. Unlike most, you get a second chance. I suggest you seize it.
Why do you hate me?
I serve my mistress. She bids me help you, so I help you. Ceridian says the wall between the living and the dead is under threat. You, it seems, have a part to play. This is mine.
You've lost me.
No, I found you. But so did your grief. And it demands to be felt. You may think you're done with your ghosts, Red McCraith. But they aren't done with you. I'll go now. Rest. Why ever my mistress saved you, she has good reasons. The best.
Where are you going?
Home. To Ceridian. She needs me.
Where shall I find you if, or when I need to?
Maya marshes, great big swamps other side of the woods. You can't miss them. We'll know when you're coming.
Till we meet again then.
That's right, Banisher. Now, turn around.
What?
I'm leaving.
What is happening? What? Antea? Oh, there! Antea! Oh, God. This isn't happening. This can't be happening. Antea? Call me to you!
Where am I?
My love, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry! I'm here! Lead me to you! Spectres. Here. Antea, are you there? Right here. My love. Right here. It is you. No!
I have you.
You have me.
Mom.
No, don't go.
I'm here. Follow me.
Where are you going?
Over here. have you?
I'm right here. Where are you? You seem weak. You need rest.
I feel hollow. Do not be troubled.
How could I not be? To have lost you and found you like this. And you're hungry.
That's one way to say it. Yes.
What can I do?
Charles's Bible. The tie that bound his ghost. Some essence remains upon it. For now, it will do me. I needed this. I feel better.
Look at you. At us.
I know.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're back. Truly.
The living should not truck with the dead. I've known that since childhood. I learned the hard way.
You never told me this. What happened?
It was a lifetime ago. For now, it doesn't matter.
How are you feeling?
Awful.
And with a few more words?
Angry, frustrated, useless. We should talk about what happened. After the meeting house, I mean.
What do you remember from after you died?
I remember the suddenness of my death.
I remember nothing but...
After that, a nothingness. Timeless, lost. And then I heard you. You spoke my name. I searched for a way back.
I woke up in a cave. Been rescued by a young woman named Seeker. A witch's apprentice. She was proud to tell me that. Her mistress had sent her to take care of me.
Witches rarely show themselves. Intriguing that one would help us.
I think we should go back to New Edentown.
I agree. To free me, I believe we must reclaim my body. I refuse to be this way. I'll not abide it.
I'm so sorry, my love. How can I help?
I'm a ghost. You're a banisher.
I'll not banish you. I cannot untear. So you die. You can't ask that of me.
If that's what I wanted, you'd have no choice.
But you don't wish it, do you?
Not before I've had my revenge. Not before I've seen the nightmare defeated. By you and me both.
In the schoolhouse, he joked about bringing me back to life. Is that possible?
Yes. The ritual of lesser palingenesis. It's extremely difficult. Highly dangerous.
I could try, right? You'd teach me and I'd bring you back.
Red. It's an ancient ritual. It requires power. It consumes essence in large quantities. We're talking about human sacrifice. Murder.
Just maybe we could consider it. I mean, if there's the slightest chance I could bring you back, I'd take it.
It's a dark ritual, Red. It's tempting, and that's dangerous. To think of being back in your arms. I'm tempted too.
Could I give you your assent?
That would be the simplest solution, but not the easiest.
Why?
My body is my tie, and the nightmare still holds it.
In the meeting house, but before she let me fall, I swear she dared me to come back.
She's as devious as she is powerful. She won't just hand it over.
Then what shall we do?
If we are to return to New Eden Town, we must first learn more about our enemy.
Charles said nightmares don't appear without good reason.
Yes, we have a mystery to solve. Witches to meet, people to find, and questions to ask. And then you'll help me go, one way or another.
I will. I swear it, Mother.
Rest. You need it. I'll stay close.
Those balls.
Are you all right?
I'll be better right side up. What happened?
Rope trap. Jacob Lind mentioned a hunter's camp. It may be close. Something's there.
Something alive.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Who are you and where did you spring from?
I've come from New Eden Town.
That's a very long way from here, sir. Who are you?
My name's Red McCraith. I work for the selectmen of New Eden Town. I'm a banisher.
Didn't you and the other one die in the meeting house?
I fell in the water and the tide took me. I survived. Up to now, anyway.
I've never seen a banisher before. I expected more.
Could I please continue this conversation with my feet on the ground? Easy now.
Stop your jiggling. Hold still, I said.
You try holding still when some lassie's shooting at you.
In that case, Banisher, you may escape the trap yourself.
Wait, what? No, come on!
Our camp lies downhill. I'll wait for you there.
Come back here! Shite! I don't suppose you can help me, can you?
That was entertaining.
It's good to see you smile.
Wait. Something's there.
Something alive.
No.
a bone walker. It's shite.
You can do it.
How?
Please.
I'm right here, you know.
You're done.
Once more, with vigor. Signs of life ahead.
Fortifications. Grim face is not a good sign.
So rest and restock, then onwards to New Eden town.
Banisher, you made it. Come up. I wish a word with you. So, you found us safely, Red McWraith.
Aye. Well, thanks to you.
I had to know you could look out for yourself. You're welcome to stay until you're told to leave. I'm Kate Newsmith. Far as you're concerned, I'm in charge round here.
Newsmith. Anything to Thickskin?
Aye. We're sisters.
Me and Antea, we met her in town when we first landed.
Thickskin will return from the hunt soon enough. Sorry for your loss, by the by.
Why might you tell me to leave?
He who don't pitch in, pitches out. We'll not go hungry to feed him that don't contribute.
Better than killing you for food, I suppose.
All right, I'll stay a while. I have certain skills, if they may be of use.
Our hearts are low. Nightmares plague our sleep. Do what needs doing, help who needs helping.
Well, give me some names.
Prudence Hake. A widow, like so many. She cooks. Lately she's cooked shite. He who puts the food aright is a hero indeed.
How fares New Eden town? I'm heading back that way.
You're mad. There's no going back. There's naught to go back to. We may be all that's left. New Eden town now is naught but sorrow, pestilence and death. Some of our band were homesick. We heard them screaming in the woods. They didn't come back. Something wicked prowls. Folk dream of a murderous beast that'll kill them if they dare to leave camp. There was a second group. They never arrived. Some think the beast got them. Like I say, we may be all that's left.
Guilt, dread. She puts a brave face on it, but the truth is in her eyes.
Aye, I'll make the rounds. I'll pay my respects to Widow Hake and see what's the bother.
If you can't find Prudence, ask Jane. They're close. Also, please check on our blacksmith. His already meagre skills have lately declined.
Talk to Jane, talk to Prudence, check the forge, talk to anyone who needs help, which is probably everyone. Right, got it?
One empty cabin remains. A tree fell on it. But you may have what's left. Welcome to the Dark Woods.
I must ask you about the camp.
Ask?
Who about the place needs help, do you think?
Something's not right at the forge. You could start there.
Have you been here long?
Not one of us knows for sure. Time here flies for some. For others it stands still. There's no night, so counting days is difficult.
What would Thickskin say?
She'd say about a month. She'd be lying. We both counted days, but the numbers didn't tally. I gave up.
The nightmare twists the perception of the passage of time. These folk have not escaped the curse.
Where's your sister?
Out. Making the rounds. Hunting if she finds game. One new smith stays, while the other new smith goes.
She goes out alone.
She's thrice the hunter anyone else is here. We'd only slow her down, she says.
Tell me about this beast.
Though we've heard it howl, none have seen it. We've heard screaming too, and those who've travelled on have not returned alive. We hope against hope that they've found their way to Boston, as we must, if we're not to starve. But our dreams say they did not.
There's really no way out.
We can live here, on the edge of starvation, keeping our cheer as best we can. Or we can die in the woods, prey to a drooling beast. We choose to live.
Can I ask you, what do you know about the nightmare?
I have bad dreams, aye. The worst kind. We all do.
A nightmare is what we Banishers call the creature in the meeting house. It's a breed of ghost. A bad one.
Aren't they all? Town was doomed. My sister knew it. After your mishap, it was time for us to go.
Your bad dreams. Care to share?
Might be the hunger. Might be the fear. But we all seem to dream the same dream. A beast. A wolf, but not a wolf. Larger, stranger. It howls and hunts from the shadows.
Intriguing indeed. But still, just a dream.
Is it? Thick skin apart, those who leave don't come back. Some blame the beast. We stay close to camp now.
In your forays into the woods, have you seen many bone walkers?
What the hell's a bone walker?
Corpses possessed by malignant spirits. The dead walking. You'd know if you'd seen one.
God spare us. Have you?
Of course not. Standard question. I have to ask it.
Bone walkers seem drawn to us, but not them. Is it you? Is it me? We both?
I'll take my leave of you for now.
Rest. You'll need it for my sister's return. I'll send for you.
Kate came by. Thickskin is back and wants to see you.
Why did she not wake me?
Perhaps she resented playing the messenger. Perhaps she just wanted to make you late. She was vexed. Thickskin return has upset her.
Kate reminds me of my sister.
Aoife.
Clan MacRaith's little Spitfire. Always at my heels. Or giving father's guards all kinds of hell. She was a wee thing, but strong. More big men in armour didn't scare her. She had more brains than her, and more wild too. In sparring, she'd beat me handy. She would have made a fine swordswoman, had she grown.
Someday I'd like to meet my brother and sister.
I'm sorry. You're what?
Twins. By my mother's letters, they must be 8 years old.
You never told me this.
You never asked.
What are their names? What? I'm interested, that's all.
You're bothersome. Ayomide is my sister. Tammy is my brother.
I'd no idea. You got letters from home?
My mother writes once a year. The letters take months to find me, if they find me at all. Until now, I've given it little thought.
3 Duarte children walk the world. God help us.
Good boy. Now that you can count to 3, we can move on to 4.
I hope the twins have more charm than you do.
Did I mention Thickskin was waiting for you?
All right. I'm going.
I can give no order, but you return from the hunt and countermand it. Lo, the halfpenny redeemer come to save us. Thou may enter, O great saviour.
Excuse my sister.
Underestimating her would be a mistake. She's tougher than you.
You're alive.
What does it matter how I got here? I lived, and that is all.
Aye. Living be what counts.
Where lies the future for you? For the camp? For the people here?
The plan was to walk across the mountains, but the cold put an end to that. For now, we stay.
Till the weather lifts.
The weather and the fear. They must feel the sun on their faces again and courage in their hearts.
Courage rises in the darkness, woman. The sunshine follows after.
Is there news from New Eden town?
When you went to the meeting house, I gathered me flock and left. I've heard nothing since.
Your faith in us gladdens my heart.
I wasn't wrong, was I? But folk here still believe in you.
What became of those who stayed?
Dead, or near it. I'm neither foolish enough nor mad enough to go find out.
She thinks you a madman or a fool.
Maybe I'm both.
Don't crow. Foolish madmen abound.
What about the missing group of refugees?
What about them?
Kate told me they went missing before reaching your camp. Any chance they survived in the woods?
Not the slightest. Otherwise they would already be here. Those poor bastards are long dead.
You didn't ask me here to watch you drink soup. What do you want?
Kate says you have metal. I can use that. There's a service I need from you.
You've something important needs doing and you want me to do it? No wonder your sister's fuming.
Kate may wish her skin were thick as mine, but wishing'll not make it true.
Kate seems pretty tough to me.
Her feelings fail her. She's much to learn.
Speak frankly. What would you have me do?
Banish a ghost that doesn't exist. Folk here believe in monsters. The fear makes them weak. Kill the beast. Kill their fear and give them back their strength.
Fear can be good.
We can't spare much, but you shall have a gun and powder and shot with it.
You know the curse is real. Why not the beast too?
The beast is nothing much. A bear, perhaps a wolf. A monster only in the mind.
Why not kill it yourself?
Because when the Banisher kills the beast, everyone here will believe the monster dead.
'Tis honest work. I presume you'll pay for it.
I have the means to pay you. My word on it.
We'll see how that goes.
I'll hunt your beast, whatever it is, if you answer one last wee question.
You may ask it.
What's with the name? No one rightly calls their daughter Thickskin.
My birth name be best forgotten. Thick skin better suits the world.
Fair enough.
In the wild, we carry muskets. And we carry these. Whistle for help if the need be great.
And the gun?
My sister can spare her musket. If you can get it from her.
The second group died terrible deaths, but the scourge did not kill them.
And yet there must be a connection. Those claw marks are smaller than the ones we saw earlier.
The tracks start with the expedition and grow in size as they progress.
Surrounding trees have been drawn in by a powerful force.
The beast made itself from the spectres of the dead settlers. Here's where it happened. There were more than a few settlers. This scourge is going to be huge.
Damn thick-skin. Her gifts just don't stop giving.
Are you ready for the ritual?
No, but let's do it anyway. Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
It's behind me, isn't it?
Yes.
Of course it is. Every bloody time. You are surely too big to be a wolf.
It's a scourge, all right. Anger shaped to kill.
We wish you no harm. We know all about the wolf whistles. The whistle Stickskin gave you. Oh, shite!
It named its betrayer. Not Thickskin. Kate.
It spoke her name with just one voice. Her voice. The voice of the nightmare.
You're certain?
To the core of me. Within this creature lurks some part of my killer.
Thickskin and Kate both accused. Is anyone in these damn woods innocent?
Then it were real. This beast. How did I miss you on my travels through the woods?
Because it did not want you. It wants your sister.
Stay, Scotchman. I can use you.
You gave them dog whistlers. You sent them to die.
Those with metal would have reached camp, and I'd have used them too. Those who died won't need feeding.
The weak die that the strong may live.
You tricked them.
I tested them. This be the way of it. This be the way of the world.
We have a hidden watcher. The sister.
Kate? Show yourself.
What? You're unarmed! Get yourself back to camp!
All these long years. All these long years, I wish to be like you. To be as tough as you. If I was stalwart like my sister, I thought, I'd have saved her. I'd have saved the woman I love. I wish to be like you. And I see it now. I was just like you. Cold, selfish, afeard of my own heart. And the woman I loved died for it. So many dead. You killed them, as I killed Deborah. Look at us. We have no mettle at all.
Everything I did so that you could live. You're my sister. I love you.
Would you love me if I was weak? Or would you leave me too to the wolves?
How dare you even think it? Oh!
I dare because I care.
Enough! I've done your hot work. I banished the monster you swore didn't exist, and now I know the truth. I know what you did.
I made the hard choice. Do you think it pleased me? Do you think it were easy?
What little chance they had, you robbed them of. You sent them out to die.
They blew the whistles. There'd have been a burden. What happened here were harsh, but it were right.
Better some dead by fang than all dead by famine. That makes a grim kind of sense.
Do you trust your older sister? Rely on her? Fear her?
She appalls me to the depths of my soul. But she be yet my sister. And this I know. Without thick-skinned new Smith, we would surely starve.
What happens now? Can you really give your people hope?
Not me. You. When they hear the Banisher has killed the beast, they'll have all the hope they need.
If that's the story we stick to.
The beast spoke with many voices. One I had heard before. The voice from the chapel. Antea's killer. It charged you, Kate, with betrayal.
What? I don't... This thing can have naught to do with me. I betrayed no one. I knew not of my sister's plan, else I'd have stopped it.
She's telling the truth, but so was the beast. It named her for a reason.
Your journal did not fully burn.
You read it? How dare you?
You loved a woman. She died. You still carry the guilt. Is this why you tried to leave New Eden?
What? No, it was... She died long ago, and I'll talk of her no more.
She fears a reckoning. Let's give her one.
Look about you. You brought this curse upon yourselves. Falls to me to lift it.
The older sister's heart is withered. She'll never feel remorse. Let her pay.
She's hard as stone, too far gone.
Mumble all you want, I regret nothing. The curse struck, and I alone saw the danger. I acted.
And now 'tis I who must act. And live you both shall. Long enough to accept your guilt, and maybe to forgive yourselves. This creature's hate towards you has to be part of the curse. No doubt about it.
Are you near, my love? If you can hear me, I... Deborah. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
You need rest.
Don't talk to me!
Your fee, Banisher. Choke on it.
The curse is lifted here.
Look at that.
It's beautiful.
No. Look at it.
Into the Valley of Death we go.
The Banisher who died for her novice.
Ah, the witch's novice.
Ho there, Antea.
Are you not surprised to see me?
You're a little early, but no, not surprised. On my return, Ceridian told me our poor wee Banisher would turn up haunted. A haunted Banisher. Well, it is funny, isn't it?
Ceridian knew about Antea's ghost.
Obviously. Not very bright, is he?
If she knew Antea was around, why did she not tell you to tell me?
Ceridian withheld that information from both of us for a good reason. Better trust her plan. Death is a part of life, Banisher. You know this better than most. I suppose she didn't want to break your heart again.
You tended to him. Thank you.
Well, I'm a good novice. I do what I'm told.
What was that thing you fought?
Thing? Oh, him. He's a bloody nuisance, is what he is.
Are you badly hurt?
I've tangled with old Mossad before. A couple of minutes to myself, and I'll be fine.
You look like you need a moment. Can we help?
Thought you'd never ask. Some of my spirit chasers went out. That's how old Saul crossed the hem.
The hem?
The hem. Where the fabric of the living world meets that of the dead.
Ah, the veil between the visible and the invisible.
Whatever soothes your soul, Banisher.
Rest. Heal. Tell us how to fix the spirit chasers.
The spell is cast. You need only light them. Be careful. Old Mossad won't have gone far. Oh, I'll sit down now. Good luck. Have fun.
Did I see you talking to a crow just now?
Yes and no. All ready to go then? Good. She's waiting for you.
A witch is always this obtuse.
A Banisher's always this ignorant. Come on. We're taking a boat. It'll be fun.
No, we're going to New Eden.
The nightmare's grip on the world is too strong. The fog is too thick. You cannot enter its stronghold. There's no way back to the meeting house. Not yet. And not without help.
We've done fine on our own so far.
You're dead. Maybe you're not doing quite as well as you think.
You're blunt, but I take your point. We'll talk to Ceridian before we move on.
That's better. Follow me. Careful. Don't rock the boat.
Have we far to go?
How far is far? Don't worry. You'll be safe.
Safe?
The mire is home to many angry spirits. But my mistress keeps them quiet. Dead quiet.
That spectre you fought looked like a harvester.
Banishers and their labels.
He'll surely be back.
So will I.
The veil seems thinner here.
Always has been. We call them the Maya Marshes, but the nearby tribes call it the Ill Mouth. Stay too long, you'd get sick.
Is that why Ceridian's wards wane faster than they should?
That is because she is dying.
I'm sorry.
Life's a journey. Death is but one step.
This is almost as lovely as that ride through Hearingracht.
All we're missing is the hailstones and the Russia at our heels.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
You do plan the best escapes.
What a mess. What happened here?
Men happened. War happened.
This old soul. What does he want?
Destruction, bloodshed. Ceridian's head on a plate. They must have known each other once.
We could help you banish him.
You Banishers are so arrogant. He's Ceridian's business. Best we don't interfere.
We've never faced this many spectres at once.
Spectres are drawn to you two. Like moths to the flame.
Why us?
Dunno. Feels like something powerful finds you interesting. Welcome to Ceridian's Island.
There is much power here.
Oh, you noticed that, did you? Like I say, welcome to Ceridian's Island. She's at home and expecting you. Follow the path until you find a black pond near ancient ruins. I'll see you there soon enough.
How does she do that? It's a trick, right?
There's more to that one than tricks. The girl is gifted. No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was, it's just... I was lost, and I had nowhere to go. I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
His voice was a beacon. The light in the darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
You have a powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three. And here he is, the other Banisher. Greetings.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades ago. Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad. Because you'll only be able to end this together.
Who are you exactly? Who is Seeker?
We, Banisher, are witches.
Aye, that much I knew. But why are you here? Why New Eden? Are you linked to the Nightmare's wrath?
She has no grudge with us. We are caretakers, shepherds of the dead, keepers of the invisible. We are also scapegoats, a convenient place to put the blame for the world's ordinary evils.
We must reclaim Antea's body, but Seeker tells us the meeting house can't be reached. The fog cannot be crossed.
Seeker is right. The fog is the nightmare.
The nightmare makes the fog, you mean?
The fog is the nightmare. The nightmare is the fog. Each grows the other as their influence strengthens. It taints everyone all through New Eden. It clouds their minds and distorts their vision. But you have already cleared the Darkwoods. The work has begun. It must continue.
Why have we found so little native presence in New Eden?
They have been here, but they have never settled. Wise men and women know that the region, the Maya Marshes especially, are rotten.
Is that why you settled here?
Here, the hem is thin and frail, and the mire rich in agitated spirits. It is also secluded and hard to find. Both excellent reasons to remain. Here, we may hide away and mend the hem.
You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time. I have a few breaths left yet, but yes, this is the twilight. Still, after the darkness comes the dawn.
You're dying.
Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark. But that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open. Open, of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender unconditionally to each other. When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled, but some yet live. Seek them out. Help them.
The nightmare won't like that.
No. You are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain. She is wrong. There is a way. The Void. A dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the Void, you may use it to enter the Nightmare's den. First, you must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
What is this Void? If there's a place beneath the incarnate and the invisible, this is the first I've heard of it.
Now you have, and not before time. That's enough for now.
Is it safe? What will we find there?
Who knows what you'll find? It ebbs and flows, expands and contracts, twists and turns. But you won't find safety. In the Void, safe has no meaning. Just know this. The moment you enter it, you must escape. In places, the Void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our Seeker crafted you a tuning key. With it, you may open the breach. Don't linger. Time is fickle.
The nightmare in the meeting house was by far the most powerful ghost I've ever faced. From where did it come?
Unforgiving wrath is a bottomless well for vengeful spirits. But in this case, I suspect an even more vile source involved.
What do you know of Deborah?
Not much. I have avoided the people of New Eden for decades. I do know she was tried for witchcraft.
Was she a witch? Was she one of yours?
Would it matter if she was? She was no witch. She was a woman, a victim of the basest of human fears.
We know the beast was linked to the nightmare. We're not so clear on how.
Through the beast, the nightmare inflicted its curse upon the settlers. The beast was its avatar. I'm sure it has others.
What are they, exactly?
They are manifestations of her power. They may also represent her only weakness. The nightmare's spirit was shattered by the violence that created it. Properly studied, the pieces may provide the key to lifting her curse.
By the beach as I drowned, you sent Seeker to find me. How did you know where to look?
Are you asking an old hedge witch how she knows what goes on in her own garden? The woods and rivers are full of friendly claws, and feathers and scales. I always know what I need to know.
I guess that's the best answer we can expect.
It is the best of all those I've tried, dearest dears.
We recently came across a cursed item and thought you could help us cleanse it.
Really? Why us?
Well, you know, spells, curses, witches.
I was teasing. How fun it is to see you squirm. There are many ways to enchant an item or dispel its curse. Seeker may be of help. Go talk to her. She likes to tease you too.
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to stay.
I see. The price, in essence, will be high. But you know this.
Aye, we do.
The tuning key is on the table.
Come on, we've work to do.
Ceridian gave us a tuning key. Now I know how you pull your little disappearing trick.
It's no trick. It's what we do to survive. Too many bastards out there want us dead.
So what we saw on the other side of the island, that was a void breach?
Yes. You'll be using them too. But not this one. Not yet. There's another one, a little ways off, in the back of a cave. Use that one for now. This one is special. It's the last and only way into New Eden town since the bridge burned down.
We could go back to New Eden right now?
Why would you want to do that? The nightmare is strong. She has New Eden by the proverbials. Loosen her grasp, and maybe, just maybe, you can walk through that breach and live.
All right. We get it.
You have your tuning key. Hold on to it for dear life.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Once through the breach, there's no turning back. Keep going and don't look back.
Is this Seeker's Cave?
Only one way to find out. The hell was that? Ceridian's key was supposed to get us through unnoticed.
I don't know. Are you all right?
I'll do. But that nightmare over there, we know so little about it. That worries me. What about you?
Whatever the reason, that nightmare is here because of something these men and women did. New Eden reeks of their guilt. I died because of them. Curse these people. Curse them and their secrets and their sins.
We'll get there.
We always do.
Are those breaches really safe?
We were protected.
You heard the whispers. The despair and that one voice, it called to you. Something knew you were there. It saw you. I thought... For a moment, I thought of them. Those poor butchered boys. I swear in the void I heard their screaming. Wains. Sent to die for their sultan's pride. 'Twere like I was back in the Balkans.
Those ghosts are gone. You asked for their assent and I gave it to them. They're not in the void.
I know. This void. Is it hell? Is that what we saw? Is that what we've been sending all those ghosts we've banished? Or is it limbo? A timeless in-between filled with tortured souls?
When we banish a ghost, we destroy it. The teaching is clear.
What if the teaching is wrong?
I heard the voices. They worry me too. But the teaching can't be wrong.
We should have known where we were sending those poor souls. What if you end up there too?
All is well. As long as we stay together, all is well.
Aye. All is well. Right. Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. MacWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, MacWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer, take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the bold and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
You must at least try.
We lack much, yet we are still alive. How is that, do you think? We hold to the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nobly get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick. He buried them all, and then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
So we fight to preserve it, fierce and true, for as long as we can.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse, yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden Town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
Can you see it?
Not yet.
I hear you. Pennington. Have you returned, Captain? At long last, will you free me?
What happens if we do?
Then I will crawl and climb and knock, and the captain will taste his own medicine.
You're Deborah, right? Pennington had you arrested and clapped you in chains.
A broken puppet, locked away, forgotten, down in the dark. Lift the heavy chains from her, free me!
If we do, will you talk with us? It's over. Go in peace.
No peace, no pardon, naught but darkness and decay.
No. All this must stop and you must stop it.
Dark decay and the maddest words of the worst of men.
Whose words? Pennington's?
The worst of men.
When the maddening silence becomes the darkest night, the faintest voice is welcome as the dawn.
Deborah.
This is mutiny.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait!
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Tomb blow lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
The mines are cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly? It's gone?
Aye. The puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Don't get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did, and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians, nor to mutineers.
You will answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future and the future of many depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
Guilt eats you from the inside. You knew you should have braved the mines. You couldn't bring yourself to do it.
I choose to die in the light. There is nothing in the pit but darkness.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
We return with answers to find you in full mutiny. Why now, Helen?
Sebastian returned, disturbed. I thought he'd left you dead in the mines. Your mission had failed. I could no longer wait.
Captain, why did you send Sebastian Priest down the mine?
I knew quarantine would be trying. A competent commander was required to keep order. Keep them alive long enough to recover. I chose my lieutenant. I erred. He was not competent. All died. Your husband was no hero, Mrs. Priest.
You murdered him and now you take his honour too. Another nail in your well-earned coffin, Captain.
So, Helen, thing is...
Not now. She's not ready.
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that.
At last the die stopped rolling and my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
When you slandered her, you knew there'd be a witch hunt. Why'd you do it?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was a school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the truth.
You clapped her in irons and threw her in jail. You took her humanity. You recognized her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Helen is misguided. Under Sebastian's malign influence, she will remain so. Yet Pennington is little better. Which way do you lean?
I have faith in Helen Priest. Step down, Captain. Perhaps you may begin to wash your guilt away.
Do what you must, and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will. You failed, Captain. As an officer. As a man. You brought a curse upon the people of New Eden. No. The fort needs a leader without blood on her hands. I'll do it. I'll place the blame where it belongs.
How Marif, how Gunjo.
to the living.
Death to the dead.
When has a man seen and done too much? As a soldier, a leader, a father.
Down with tyranny. Justice prevails. If we are to survive, there is much to do, and survive we shall. For the record, beyond that door, Captain Pennington was tried and executed for his crimes.
We did what was needed. The story you tell is up to you. Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here.
Job done.
The Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
You called us.
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind. Go or stay, to prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her. For me. You're too late, old mosshead, as ever. Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
If she has regrets, she must tame them.
Grief knows no rulebook.
When I returned from the war, I walked the wet streets of London for a long time. All I could feel was my heart digging a hole deep inside my chest. After what I had seen, what I had done, I just wanted the pain to stop. I wanted oblivion.
You were at your lowest. We all live through our own rock bottoms. You pulled yourself through.
I drowned myself in ale. You're the one who pulled me out.
Poetic, if melancholic. What's going on, Red?
I'm losing my grip. Sliding away, slipping through my own fingers. I've come so far. I don't want to go back. Red Rory McCraith, blood-soaked and vicious. Belongs in the past. I fear his return. For you to live. I swore to reap the essence of the living. If I succeed, I must live with my sins. If I fail, I must shoulder my guilt. I don't know that I can carry the weight. Are we sure about what we're doing? Are you sure this is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Yeah. She had power, purpose. She had love, and she still chose to leave. Maybe she's right.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
I want this. I want this, only real. I want to be with you in the flesh.
Our minds are set. We're going back.
Thank you.
Thank me when you're back.
Friends, find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half-built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigor to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
She knew the risks.
So will I go in unto the king. And if I perish, I perish. So said Esther to Mordecai. Such wisdom, such courage. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
Oh, I know. I know.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates himself among my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch! You must find her, or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise, but I'm a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them. Learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. It is the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
This illness, tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer, for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Do you mean Deborah?
You know a little already, I gather. Yes, Deborah, the crooked school teacher. When Deborah showed her true nature, I was proud to pass judgment upon her. She earned her punishment. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source. This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off. Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing? A strong memory clings to this place.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. Why now?
Hiding the evidence perhaps of his role in the witch trial. They connected him to the demonology he used to reinforce his authority.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob. This can't be good.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in his name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banishers speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. It is a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a man, a latter-day King Solomon. When plague struck his subjects, they turned to him for guidance and protection, for they were God-fearing folk, and he was a godly king. The king's captain walled the sick away, but the plague spread on. The people grumbled. The king thought he might fall. He needed a sacrificial lamb.
You lose the run of your tongue, Mr. McCraith, and of the head to which it's fixed. There was no lamb. There was a trial, fair and lawful.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract. I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more. No thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was, then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it? Belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it.
Friends, have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
Oh, Mara. Oh,
Death to the dead.
This is unfair.
Is the evil gone for good?
far from it.
Then who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, I'll try. Now let's all return to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions. Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the Nightmare's influence, we could use the Void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the Void Breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you?
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue. And for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
They know no better. They know only fear and hate what they cannot understand.
Especially when a woman is involved.
Mara's not now anyway.
A woman died for nothing and it matters not?
What matters is what we do now. Which wrong we set right.
I've taught you well. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. Though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera and listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
But something did happen. Something happened to Deborah, and then something happened to you, and now we're both paying that price.
You still have your life.
What's it worth if it's plagued by the murder of all those I killed?
We made a choice, Rory. You made it willingly.
Aye, I did. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night. In the fields outside Havana, the air is thick and hot this time of year. The downpour lasts for days. I used to lie on the grass, face to the sky, and let the rain wash over me. I'd come home soaked through, smelling of salt and dirt, and drove my mother insane. I never thought I'd hear myself say this. But I miss it. I miss home.
What do you miss?
I miss our house. It was ever full. By day, the sick seeking my mother's cures. By night, our friends and neighbors for food and hot debate. We did not have much, but any who came hungry would be fed. My father was known for his ngombo. I miss it. And I miss the warm, clear sea. I don't know. I think maybe it would be nice to go back for a little while.
You told me you weren't one to put down roots.
Maybe I could with you. I think I'd like that.
I think I'd like that too.
Thank you for standing by my side through it all, for everything. Into the fray then.
Always. We're here.
Onwards. There's no more time to lose.
Oh, there? Anybody home? Esther?
Rory? Are you here? Are you really here?
I am. We are. Have you been here alone all this time?
No. Not alone. Charles visits from time to time. We talk.
That's not Charles. Charlie had his ascent. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. I remember. It's all very foggy. Do we ever mend the wounds of true love lost?
Esther, do you know me?
Antea? Yes, I know you. You come to Red as Charles comes to me. How very good of you.
Dearest Esther, I died. I am a ghost.
You know, I'd have liked to join your games. You three. Chasing ghosts and whatnot. I learn fast. But not today. Today feels like a dream.
Can we speak of Deborah?
Don't say her name. She'll hear you. She'll hear our thoughts.
Let her. Truth is not to be feared. Truth is freedom. There's no ending to the story until the truth is told.
Red, you are a dear, dear friend. But there is no truth that does not look like a nightmare. And the difference between the two cannot be told.
Nothing stands against the truth, and even a nightmare's power must have its limit.
And what if the limit is the frontier of New Eden? What if here she is all-powerful and there is no escape?
What will pass, will pass. And if it does, and we are free, what will you do?
I'll away back to London. New Eden is lost now and for centuries to come.
I am a ghost, and ghosts do not dream. This is real. We are here, and so are you. I promise you.
Perhaps none of it is real. Perhaps it is all her dream. Perhaps this is the curse.
Aye. And maybe life's a dream, but hell's balls, I hope not.
New Eden was a dream, you know. A dream of heaven shared by we, its people. But we seem to have brought the nightmare with us.
What's going on up at the meeting house?
I do not ask about the meeting house, and nor should you. To think that once we worshipped there, that Charles would give his sermons there. There of all places.
What awaits us in the meeting house?
You know. You know who awaits you there. Behind the eerie overgrowth. The meeting house is her garden now. Her hate is deeply rooted. And her climbing, crawling creepers reach out across the land. Like the tree of blood that grows from out your heart.
All things good and bad have their end. The meeting house is just a place. We'll go there and find a finish.
You're a brave and gentle soul, Red McGrath. I shall remember you when you're gone. If remember I still can.
What's happened in New Eden while we were gone?
Oh, everyone left. I did not wish to join them. She let me stay.
She? Deborah?
Speak not her name. It makes her angry. She is much more powerful now, and your return has already vexed her.
We're here for Antea's body. It is her tie, and the nightmare has it.
Yes. By her body she is held hostage. Her flesh is her tie. Charles told me all about it.
We must break the tie to set Antea free.
She won't surrender it. You'll have to end her. But if she goes, then Charles goes too. I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
We're not here to vex her, nor to attack her. Antea just wants what's hers.
Last time, Red McGrath, you escaped with your life. Do you think she'll let you do it again?
I'm rather hoping she will, aye. She knew I'd come back. What else was I gonna do?
Which of us has choice when free will is a lie? None has choice. Each is another's glimmer of hope, sparkling futile in the darkness.
Goodbye, Esther. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Perhaps we shall. It's so very pleasant to speak to new old friends. From time to time. To time.
It breaks my heart to see her this way.
This is the nightmare's doing.
We need to be careful. We're in her stronghold now.
Enough. So we.
Here, my body, my flesh displayed like a trophy.
More like bait.
So, the circle is complete. Do you return to the beginning? Or is it the beginning of your return?
A paradox. How clever. How it pleases you to play with time.
I do not play.
Deborah, we know what happened to you. We know what they did to you.
What they did what they do. I shatter yet.
We're not here to hurt you. You have my body and I want it back, that's all. Help us, because we can help you.
No, you cannot. You don't understand, do you?
Enough.
You are me, yet you oppose me. They murdered us. Make them pay.
No. They do not deserve our rage, not these two.
All deserve our wrath. They crushed the breath from us. You know this. You asked for this. Not anymore.
It's over. You have been heard. The truth is out.
No! Come back! Feed upon the pain, the treachery, the outrage!
No more. It hurts.
Behold my wrath!
You were betrayed. You were innocent.
If they live, they win. All of them.
Enough pain now.
There must be a reckoning.
The pain may end right now. The reckoning is here.
Spare me your compassion, for it comes far too late.
Who are you?
I am retribution.
A word, an idea. But who are you?
I am her fury.
No longer.
I am their nightmare.
You were.
You believe you've won. It will not be so easy. For I will end your dreams.
Is that an end to it?
Yes. If you want it to be.
Are you sure?
In your hand you weigh my death, the last stone laid upon my broken body.
I'm so very sorry.
Will you leave? Are you ready?
I have lingered so very long. Where now will I go?
I don't know. A better place, I believe. A quiet place.
Quiet is good.
Deborah Comenius, mere words can ill describe your suffering. And if they could, I'd not utter them now. Enough wrong has been done you. Your tale is told, and we thank you for it. You are heard, and free to go.
Hey, I'm right here.
Aye, you are.
It's time for the Lesser Palingenesis.
Time to bring you home.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
Air to fire. Fire to earth. I'm hollowing. It's working.
Air to fire. Fire to earth.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead. Antea. Antea!
Bread.
It won't. It won't.
You're back.
Thanks to you.
The curse is lifted.
Antea never fully recovered from the time when she was dead. And the things he'd done to bring her back had changed Red too. Some say you should fight for what you want. But some fights, I believe, are best lost. Battered by their ordeal at the hands of the Nightmare, the lovers must rebuild from the wreckage. A new and stronger union. For better, or for worse. Now, far from the place where New Eden once stood, Red and Antea will renew their love. A shared interest will bind them once more. A taste for forbidden fruit.